Hi guys, how's everyone doing? So, okay. Hi everyone. Okay, so my name is Swata Iyer. I'm an energy healer. Hi everybody. So, right now, hi Chakravanda. Hi Bree, how are ya? Chakravanda, how are you? Okay, so guys, do me a favor. This is a scope train. I should have totally put that. So Aditi went before me, and then Nadia went before me. Good, I'm glad. I've been seeing that you've been scoping, so I'm glad. So they should be joining in about 2 minutes, I think. Me and I'm gonna be doing a show called BITCH, which is amounts to bitch, right? And it is basically a new twist on being a bitch, which is babe in total control of herself. So it's very interesting, the story about this, right? I've been called bitchy. I've been called many words. Bitchy somehow never bothered me because I realized that I never looked at bitchy the way other people did, right? Like other people looked at bitchy as, so do me a favor guys, share this out. I'm going to do a blab where me and Nadia are talking. Let me just show you guys the thing. So this is where we're going to be. That's me and that's Nadia. And this is Blab. So if you're following me on Periscope, you can definitely find me there. Thank you, Chakrawanda. The best. Okay, so basically, how did I come up with it? So what's interesting, you know how, hi Nadia. Nadia's here, so you guys can follow Nadia. Okay, so last year, Facebook has this feature, right, where you can see your memories. So what happened is that I had apparently written babe in total control of herself 7 years ago, right? And it struck me that I was like, wait a second. And I was talking about like something about the whole bitch thing, right? Hi Aditi, thank you for inviting people, guys. So I was like, wait, why am I not using this to empower women? Because I think, here's the deal. As women, or even as men, but we'll talk about women for a second. As women, the moment we are strong and opinionated, you're considered a bitch, right? And I think it limits us. It limits our expression because I think we're pretty complex creatures. We're not either the good girl or the bad girl or nothing in between, right? I feel like, thank you. I feel like that's not fair. I'm a very complex creature. I'm a very sexual creature. Yeah, like I'm many different colors. So when I'm being put into a box, I feel is very wrong. So a bitch is automatically you're an asshole. And that's true. See, the thing is I could be an asshole at times, but there might be a reason. That doesn't make me a bitch. But what I realized is giving it a different spin takes away some of that negativity. So if I am called a bitch, I'm not going to respond to it and say, oh my God, they said this about me. I'll be like, yeah, I'm a babe in total control of herself. Now, if any guys are going to be watching this, right? You can always put boy in total control of himself. We can use that, but men don't get called that word as much. So I think it's very important to have this conversation. Another thing is, the new Fergie song that she did, MILF, right? So it was a whole translation on the word MILF, which is she's trying to make it respectful. Now, whatever you might think of her efforts, I like the fact that there is now a conversation in our consciousness. Exactly. It's a conversation right now going on between everybody where we are getting to a place where we are being asked to challenge our beliefs about ourselves. And words are very powerful, all right? Words are incredibly powerful. They can define you, they can shape you, and they can scar you, right? So when you are called a bitch by somebody, it is not meant to be a compliment, right? I mean, sometimes it is, but other times it's not. And Aditi, we're doing this as a scope train. Aditi is here. She's one of my really good friends and also my marketing strategist, business coach, just an all-around awesome person. So follow her. But one of the things that Aditi said was, she didn't want to be called a bitch because that wasn't something that resonated with her. And it's true because it is meant to be hurtful, except when you're saying it to your girlfriends or whatever, right? So the point is, if you can have a different definition of it, then when somebody says that, it doesn't affect you anymore in the same way because you realize that is not true about you. Another thing I feel very strongly is that women have to have the space to feel empowered and safe to express themselves, right? I have to feel safe to express myself without being labeled. I mean, if you get to the bottom of it, that's what we're doing. We're working with not having labels, right? I'm just getting to my blabbling. Okay, so basically, I'm very passionate because, and really this particular podcast or project, if you want to call it, has started for me because a really good friend of mine has been going through some things, and it really made me think, what the hell am I waiting for to give other women the permission to be themselves? You're not a bitch. You're not a good girl, right? You're a complex creature. And I want to give women the space to be that, to be the complex, dynamic goddesses that each one of us is. And when women call women bitches because they want to hurt them, that's a bigger problem. I don't think it's so bad even when men call me a bitch. When women call me a bitch, I think that's even worse. We're pulling each other down. I shared this post the other day from Kerry Washington. It was about women standing together. And, I have the absolute privilege of saying I have met incredible women, right? They want to support each other. They want to love each other. Nadia and Aditi are examples of that. Chakrawanda, she's an amazing goddess. And Bri, I haven't had the pleasure of knowing you, but yeah, we all have that consciousness. And I believe that we all need to be a part of each other's lives in some way to be able to share that, so that the words can't hurt me, right? And I can be labeled by, the labels cannot hurt me because they have no power. Because my community understands me, my tribe understands me. So, maybe on some level, being a bitch at this point, after I have this definition, can take away that pain, can take away that scar. Now, we are doing this show in about 15 minutes, and it's going to be on Blab. So if you're following me on Periscope, you will be able to get on it. And also, if you're not, then follow me. It's Sweta Iyer Heels. I'm going to show you the link right now. So give me 1 second. Okay. So you see that? That's me and that's Nadia. I love Nadia's picture. So that's, as you see, baby in total control of herself. Okay. So that's kind of where we are going with this whole idea of empowering ourselves. So one thing I want to say is I'm really excited because I know that this is how we can start to shift our relationship with ourselves. And being a woman, I'm incredibly opinionated. And I also still sometimes struggle with being viewed as somebody who's too opinionated, right? Because I want to be liked. This is another thing about women I want to just address. If you think about it, the way we have evolved, right, is that we were the caretakers. While the men went and did the hunt. And I mean, again, I'm not at all a traditional woman. This is just how biologically. So sort of to talk about the primitive aspect of why women need social acceptance more than men. So remember, women were waiting and they were taking care of the cooking and nurturing and all this stuff, right? So we were forced to socially interact. So women feel a bigger pressure than men to be liked, because that's how we've been socially programmed. So we are not talking about your lifetime or how old you are and this is what you've experienced. Think about centuries and centuries and millennia. Yeah, like women were forced to be together to evolve, right? To sort of help keep the tribe growing. So you can't have a tribe growing if by the time the men come back from the hunt, all the women have gotten into a fight and they've walked away. So it's not really something that we can even understand because it's such a primitive idea. So what I want each one of you to do is kind of ask yourself where you're still playing in that role, because maybe it has nothing to do with how you really are right now. Maybe it's okay for you to express yourself as a complex woman. And that people, when they label you, it's just that, it's a label. And we are choosing to give this label a new definition because we want to empower ourselves, right? So, all right, guys. So, Nadia, please put on your emoji. Guys, follow her. So, we are going on Blab in about 11 minutes. So it's blab.im/Sweta Iyer Heal. So it's literally my, yeah, there we go. So hi, let's make out. That's Nadia. She also did we all did a scope train. This will be a bi-monthly show that I'm going to do. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, follow Nadia, and it's blab.im/Sweta Iyer Heals. Okay. And then as you go there, it will show up. So guys, I'm going to hop off here. But I just want to leave this with you guys, right? When you're a woman, remember the power you have. You are giving birth. Now, this is to mean that you don't actually have to go have a biological child. Thank you, Nadia. You don't have to go have a biological child, but you have the capacity to create. So guess what? You're a dynamic, complex, crazy, and a bitch, which is babe in total control of herself. So that's what we get to have. We get to, guys, think about the power here. We get to redefine these labels, right? And in that redefinition, we'll be helping so many people. Do you guys have any idea how each one of us, as we shift the definition for ourselves, we will be shifting it for others? I mean, this is fucking amazing, right? Because how many of us want to be a part of that? Yeah, exactly. It's a shift. So as individuals, we shift. We can shift. We will bring a shift to others. And as women, I strongly believe we need to do that. We have to. Yeah, exactly. So guys, I'm so excited. So please hop on. In about a few minutes, we'll be getting on there. And I will see you guys in about 8 minutes. All right. Thank you again for tuning in. And welcome to anyone watching the replay. See you guys there. Bye.